Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Steve Reach coming to you here with the WWE 2018 Royal Rumble review. This honestly was a really good show. The two Rumbles matches, I'll be a little bit harder on the women's match than I was on the men's match. Both of them were really good. Two really good winners. The winners of the Rumbles were sort of predictable, but there still was enough names in there that there was still that cloud of doubt in the back of your mind is that, I thought this guy would win the Rumble, but there's still a chance that this guy wins. He could do this, he could do that. This is a match that we've never seen before. I always was constantly having to play through my mind over what I thought could be going down. Honestly, the Royal Rumble pre-show started way too early. I think that it would have had a 3 o'clock start time, aka the same time I got off work, so I was not able to watch the Revival match, the Bobby Roode versus Mojo match, or the 205 Live 6-man tag. I don't think I missed anything on there, but I thought it was really cool that, the Rumble started. They went right into Owens and Zayn going up against AJ. A very good match. They played up on the angle of Kevin Owens and his injured ankle. AJ found a way to do it. It was hard, and he had to use his speed, and there were times that he was getting overpowered. The whole handicap style of not having 2-on-1 the whole time made it a little bit easier for them to actually have a match where it just didn't look like it was AJ Styles fighting an army. It was just him having to sort of fight one guy, and he was having to go back and forth. A really good match with AJ getting the win. And then I thought it was cool that we got to see Owens and Zayn once again, but I guess we only got to see Zayn really. Owens stayed in the back. But we didn't see Daniel Bryan, and we didn't see Shane, so they didn't turn up at all in there. From there, we went to the tag team title match, which was for SmackDown. The 2 out of 3 falls ended up being American Alpha going up against the Usos, and the Usos got the win in back-to-back fashion, getting both falls before American Alpha got any. I was trying to explain to my girlfriend that these 2 out of 3 falls matches, even though it took so long to get that first fall, the second fall is going to come really fast. From there, basically, as the Usos were getting their asses kicked, they were able to roll up Shelton Benjamin for the 1-2-3 as Gable was trying to come off the top rope. So the Usos got the best of him at this one. I did say in my prediction match, normally when they do this whole thing where you get the dusty finish with the guy getting the title and then they give it back and then they're going for it again, they normally don't win it the second time either. So I'm not sure if this means that they're still on the chase or if they're going to go into a different direction. But we'll have to see where they go from there. From there, they went into the men's Royal Rumble match, which to me, I honestly thought this was going to be the main event. I really thought that it was a good match. It was probably the best Royal Rumble that we've seen in a last good while. A lot of people were really praising on this. We only had a few surprises, like the Hurricane Helms coming there. Most of the guys were from Raw and SmackDown. We had a few people like Adam Cole, which I don't think people are going to be jumping off a bridge saying this is his debut. I think it's just he was able to be lucky enough to get in the Rumble. He'll stay in NXT with the Undisputed Era. I think that he has more work to do down there, and we'll have to see what's next for him with him losing that match at the NXT TakeOver. It means he's not going to be in the title setup for the WrestleMania tapings of NXT. But I'm sure that they'll find a really good spot for him. I just think that Aleister Black is the guy that they're really building up in NXT. Really fun to see Rey Mysterio have his return to the company. I'm hoping that it's going to be on that full to part-time sort of thing and not just going to be like the Rob Van Dam return of 2007 or 8, where he just came back for the night and then we ended up never seeing him again. Really fun stuff. Rusev starting out. The guy's probably the most over guy in the whole company right now. Finn Balor coming out with number 2. Finn had a really good showing in there, being the longest competitor in the actual Rumble, clocking in at 58 minutes. Some of the time, he was selling down on the floor and stuff like that. You can't always be doing stuff, but to show the place that he was really in there means that he'll be getting that spot sooner than later. Since coming back from the injury, they cooled him off a little bit, and they keep wanting to hit that button, saying that why are they not pushing him? But you can tell that he is in the plans. He's just not really in the plans as of right now. Seeing Bray Wyatt as well as Matt Hardy, fight in the match as well as team up in the match. Was pretty fun, and they ended up being the guys who eliminated themselves. The New Day, all in there all at the same time. Xavier Woods got to fight with Jinder Mahal. We got the Kofi Kingston spot where he fell out and he stepped on the plate of pancakes, and then New Day threw him back in there. The spots are getting bad. They're getting really bad. I mean, they're not good. I'm not a fan of the Kofi spots. I never have been. And even Naomi stealing them and taking 2 of them and using them as her own was kind of dumb in the women's match as well. Nakamura ended up coming in at number 14 before he got the win. Really, really strong Final 4 with Nakamura, John Cena, Roman Reigns, and Mysterio wasn't in the Final 4. He was in the Final 6. Orton was in there at the Final 6. At one point, they had the WWE's future versus WWE's past in there, and that was really, really cool. Plus, Goldust was in there, but he came in there at like number 29. Really strong showing from the Rumble, though. Honestly, really, really good stuff. Oh, and Rollins was in there, and ended up being that Roman was the guy who threw Rollins out. I guess they're not really doing the breakup of the Shield, so we're not going to get that, but I think it just came down to I want it more than you do. Mainly everybody was running to go get something to drink or go to the bathroom during the Bar versus the Rollins and Jordan match. Jordan was injured during the match, and basically he sat out a good portion of it. Cesaro and Sheamus, 4-time champions. Rollins basically had to fight the match by himself, but nothing really big there. Another match, the triple threat match, which ended up being Lesnar against Strowman and Kane, wasn't the best match in the world either, but I think we just wanted to get to that second Women's Royal Rumble. Brock ended up getting the win by pinning Kane. No really big, huge spots in the match, but a fun one, to say the least. The Women's Royal Rumble match, full of surprises. Torrie Wilson, Lita, Molly Holly, Michelle McCool, Vicky Guerrero, Kelly, Jacqueline, Beth Phoenix, and Trish Stratus all coming in from the legend spot. Lita to me really wasn't the biggest surprise, but she wasn't on Raw 25 and acted as if she didn't even get an introduction or an invitation is the word I'm looking for. I think that she got the loudest response more than anybody else, so it was really fun to see her. Torrie Wilson honestly looked like she had more skill in the ring in 2018 than the last time we saw her out there. Everybody else just was cool to see out there. Trish is always going to get treated like that, that legend spot, WrestleMania 29, Hall of Fame. But I think more than anything, the return of the Bellas, Nikki and Brie coming in at number 27 and 28, was really, really, really cool. Match starting out with Sasha and Becky is something that over the history of time that we're going to be continuously talking about, and really, really fun. I can't think of any big spots that happened during the women's match. I think they just sort of, everybody came in and fought each other off. Nia Jax definitely looks as one of the strongest, women on there. Took 7 women to eliminate her from the entire match. Before it actually came down to Asuka versus the Bellas. Nikki turned on Brie, yet once again, she'll always be the heel of the group. But came down to them, and then Asuka, kicking out the knee of Nikki for her to fall out of the ring. So, pretty fun stuff from the Rumble. I hope everybody enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys down the road.